Okay, all right, had another good scrimmage today. I think we went 92 plays, let everybody play. Before the scrimmage, we went live field goal block again. That was good for us. We also had some plays on third down that were not a part of the scrimmage before it started, just to get a little extra work offensively and defensively. But overall, I thought we got better from last Saturday. You know, we had some long drives, which, you know, that really gave us a look to see how our offense is going to respond. You know, after it's play 7, 8, defensively, same thing. A lot of good information today to coach off of. You know, we're got 1 week left in spring. We'll practice Monday, Wednesday. We'll be off Friday, and then we'll put the ball down in front of our crowd on Saturday. But overall, you know, I'm pleased about, you know, where we're at. Questions?
You know, to this point, how much have you installed offensively?
You know, not as much as we normally would have at this time, but, you know, like I said, we were kind of behind the 8 ball when we got here. We weren't able to have our normal meetings like I talked about last week, our normal walkthroughs. But I think our guys have responded very well, and I think they picked up, you know, the foundation offensively and defensively and special teams so far.
From day one to where you are now, third scrimmage in, how's the conditioning level? What do you think of that?
It's better. Our guys are trying. I mean, they're fighting through. I think each practice, I think that we've gotten better. That's the key, you know. And like I said last week, I mean, the whole key to this spring is they know the foundation, offensively, defensively, and special teams, that they can actually work in the summer on their own and actually get better instead of develop bad habits. So I think we're in a good spot with that so far.
What have you seen from Jalen Gabriel just over the last 3 weeks in picking up your system?
Yeah, he's getting better every, you know, every practice, and he played extremely well today. He made a couple wow throws and had a touchdown run too. I mean, he's starting to kind of settle in, and I've been very impressed.
How helpful are those situational? You guys went, I think you said 3rd and 1, 3rd and 5.
Sure.
How helpful are those?
Yeah, it's real good. So we started out the scrimmage really what I call bump tempo. We weren't tackling the ground. We went 3rd and 3, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 9, just those type, you know, situations. And then it was kind of more of a situational scrimmage today. We started the ball at the 50-yard line, let both groups, you know, ones against ones, twos against twos, and go with it. Then we went plus 25. And then we went backed up -1, and then the rest of the scrimmage put the ball at the 30-yard line, just played. Within the scrimmage, you know, we kicked field goals, and we punted like we did last week. You know, I think our kicker, I think he made a plus 50-yard kick one time. It may have been 54, 55, which I thought was really good.
You ended the scrimmage with another kick that went off close. What are you trying to do there when you're trying to create there?
Yeah, you know, it's just, you know, trying to create situations, pressure situations. How are we going to respond? And that was just part of it, and had the whole team up, and he made it at the end. I thought that was good, and we'll continue to do that after every practice.
Quarterback Mikey Keen just got here in January. Looked like he got a lot of reps today. Has he been showing you some things? How's he doing?
Yeah, he has. He's been impressive. He's picking things up. You know, he's got some good leadership skills too. That's really what stood out to me. He's got a good skill set too, so he's done some good things.
What have you seen from the running backs? In the past, you know, there were some versatile guys who did a whole bunch of different things. What have you seen from them?
Yeah, I thought the running backs, I think they've improved. You know, each practice. We're a little banged up right now, so, you know, we've got a big scrimmage next Saturday, so we're going to have to get healed up, you know, before we get to next Saturday. That's probably the only concern I have, but I do think, you know, they're continuing to improve, and they're all a little bit different. Each one of our guys is a little bit different, which I think a lot of times helps too.
What are you hoping to accomplish in this final week of spring ball?
You're just cleaning everything up, really. And then we've got good information from a player standpoint about position-wise. We've kind of mixed and matched a few players at certain positions just to see how they responded. So, you know, we'll have a personnel meeting again tomorrow, and we'll kind of put the pieces of the puzzle with what we know right now and just try to, you know, give them a foundation for the summer like we talked about.
Has anyone had a particularly good spring just from maybe where they started to where they are now?
You know, I tell you what I'll do is I'll get a lot more specific at the end of spring, and I'll kind of, you know, be able to, I don't want to leave anybody out because I think there's a lot of people that have come a long way in a short period of time. That's really what it's about. And but like I said, overall, I like our attitude of our players.
You feel like the guys in a short time, and because this spring is different, made the most out of everything, every moment they've been out there?
I think they have. It was probably a shock to their system the first practice or two, because I think we're probably a little bit different than the way they've operated before. But they've adapted. I think they're wanting to be coached, and I think they have the coach mentality so far. So, like I said, overall, I've been pleased.
Obviously, we're still dealing with the pandemic this spring. Guys are in and out because of COVID. And, people are getting vaccinated. I know staff recently had an opportunity to get vaccinated. That's something as a team, I don't know if you can say, but will players have an opportunity maybe after spring? Because I know there's a lot of talk of MLB and NBA teams have already started to do that.
Yeah, eventually they'll all have an opportunity. But, our staff, we had some that wanted to, some that didn't want to. So we've done that a couple weeks ago.
How's a guy like Jalen Griffin, JUCO guy comes in, he's been here since January, how has he looked out there, and what do you
I think he's one of those guys that you can tell he's getting more confidence each practice. He's got a skill set. He's got a skill set that can make plays. He's a little banged up today. I think he fought through that. I was impressed with that. But he's a guy that I think can help us, next year.
What is the spring game format like with you? Do you have a typical way you want to go about things?
No, it'll really be a ones against twos type deal. We'll have a gold group and a black group, and we'll put the ball down and play. It'll just be regular football, and field goals be 3, and touchdowns be 6, and extra points be 1, and let our guys play in front of a crowd. I know our guys are really excited about that. We just need to make sure our running backs are healthy. We got enough of them to play.
As far as talking with Coach T, Travis Williams, how's that side of the ball doing? What kind of feedback are you getting from him about defense?
Yeah, I think Travis is pleased overall with the guys. Effort, energy. He's real big on running the ball and tackling, and I think we have a lot of information defensively that he can put the pieces of the puzzle this last week before we get to our spring game.
Obviously, you don't want guys getting hurt in March and April. So obviously, some of the running backs are banged up. So how do you sort of walk that fine line of getting your guys used to the physicality, but also keeping them healthy?
Yeah, there is a fine line, but this is a unique situation. We're just getting here, and everybody has equal opportunity. We want to put the ball down and see who can play, and who needs a little work. And there's no way around that right now. But overall, I'll say this: I think overall we've stayed fairly healthy during the spring. It's just that one position group that I'm a little concerned about, but. It's been a very physical spring. We've got after it, but that was by design.
More physical than you expected?
No, we expected. We kind of had that plan. That was our plan. Let's put the ball down, see who can play. We got to evaluate. We're playing catch up. Our staff, we hired them in 9 days. We had to hit the ground recruiting. We developed relationships the best we could with the players. So we didn't have that luxury of going back to last year and watching every play of every player. So, and really, we just decided, hey, let's go ahead and let everybody start, from day one, and let everybody earn what they get. And so I think that's been good too.
So the tackling's been good on the defense?
I think tackling overall has been good. Now, we'll have to see, once we got into that play number 5, 6, 7 and drive, there was some guys that we probably missed some tackles, but that's just about, I think, being in shape and just getting used to playing.
What can Ryan O'Keefe do for you, wide receiver? Looked like he was getting the ball in space.
Yeah, he's got a skill set. There's no doubt. He's got courage, what I like. He practices extremely hard, and I think he's got a really good upside. He hadn't played. He played last year, but I think he's ready to take that next step. For Saturdays next year.
Jake Hescock was back out there today. What does he provide in the tight end room? Kind of an older guy compared to the rest of the team, really.
Experience. There's nothing like experience, and you can just tell he's played, and he's got that confidence, and it really kind of helps stabilize everything when he's out there.
We got Final Four today, Masters next week, opening day for MLB was the other day. I know you're a football guy, but what's your favorite sport other than football?
At golf, that Masters is pretty cool. I forgot when it was, to be honest with you. And I did know the Final Four was somewhere in the next few days, but I've been pretty wrapped up with this. But yeah, once we get done with Saturday, I'll flip the switch and probably watch the Masters on Sunday.
Got a favorite golfer? Or you just like to watch?
I like to play. This college football's hurt my golf game. When I coached high school, I was pretty good, but I like to play, and I'll play some this spring and summer.
All right.
All right.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Coach.